presents to go underneath my tree, because my tree was just looking so empty under there. But if truth be told, none of those are presents. One of them, the big one, is an empty box, okay? It's an empty box, and I just wrap the box and put it under the tree for special effects. And the small box is a box of candles. For when light gone, I have candles. And the other box, I don't even know what's in it, but none of those are presents. But they look nice under the tree, wrapped, right? And that's the whole point. But, you know, the other day I was thinking about, I was in the grocery store and I was thinking about when I was a kid in Jamaica and we had Christmas, and I just was remembering some memories I had. And one of them was of this, it's just amazing the things that kids remember, right? But one of them was of this drink maker called D&G, or I think it was Dennis and Geddes. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it was a drink maker, right? They made sodas. Back then we called them soft drinks or bottle drinks, right? And that was back when like soft drinks or sodas would come in glass bottles, right? Whether it was Pepsi or I guess Coke, Cola, Champagne, grape, cream soda, all of those flavors, orange, it would all come in a glass bottle, right? And then you would have the, we call it buckle stopper, but it was basically the top that you pop off, right? And I remember at Christmas time, these big trucks would come around, because where I live, or where we would stay, it was close to the road. So you had all these little shops along the road. And you would have these big trucks come with big crates of soda, right? Crates and crates of soft drinks. And I guess they were coming to maybe stock up the shops, but people would buy from the trucks. People would buy crates, like a whole crate. Any other time during the year, you're fine. But during Christmas time, families would buy, I mean, maybe I shouldn't say families, but my family would buy like a crate. And you would get the crate, and I think 24 come in at the crate. I think it's 24. And you could mix and match, you know, all the different flavors of soda and, you know, all the different flavors. And I remember as a kid, I don't know if any other kids did this, but I remember as a kid, the adults would never give a kid a whole bottle of soft drinks by themselves. As a kid, you just never have those privileges. 9 times out of 10, you would have to share with your cousin or your sister or somebody, right? But I would remember that they would take the bottle, they're getting ready to share it amongst the kids now, right? And they would pour some in a cup for that one kid, pour some in another cup for that one kid. And I always wanted the bottle, because they would leave some left in the bottle and that bottle would go to another kid. So maybe a bottle of soda would share between 3 kids, right? And I always wanted the bottle because I wanted to be able to drink from the bottle. I just remember that. Such a crazy thing. You're a kid and the things that matter to you, right? It made you feel like an adult when you see the adults drinking, whether it's beer from a bottle or whether it's, you know, something else from the glass bottle. But they don't make soft drinks like that anymore. Like I said, I was just in the supermarket the other day and I turned one of the, so now, you know, obviously, you know, all the sodas are in plastic bottles. And I turned one of them around and sure enough, Dennis and Geddes is still making drinks. It's still making soft drinks, but I was surprised to see that. I thought they had closed down. I thought somehow they had gone out of business. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see people, well, I don't know. I haven't seen it since I've been here, people buying drinks in crates like that. It just seems like it's a bygone era, you know, but I just have these memories of Christmas time, man, and it's so unique and so nostalgic. And I remember my mom And other grown-ups would make Christmas cake, and they would have like a pudding pan with the butter and the sugar, and then literally would rub it out with like one of the glass bottles. They would take a glass bottle and then rub out the cream and the sugar. You know, work that out, work it out, work it out, work it out till the butter and the sugar was, you know, combined and it was nice and fluffy. Nowadays we use a mixer. Like I use a mixer to mix my butter and my sugar, but I just remember like the grown-ups, my mom, the people in the, you know, in our area just using like a glass bottle to rub out that butter and sugar. But yeah, Christmas is just, and all these years, to think those memories from childhood, they're still with me. You know, it's a thing. It's amazing. Like it forms who I am. It forms how I think. And maybe that's why I don't just love Christmas like that. Christmas is just my absolute favorite time. And even when we lived abroad, you know, like we migrated, my sisters and my dad and my stepmom, we had still then, we had our own little tradition. Maybe it wasn't uniquely Jamaican, maybe it was just a mix, but we would have like a real Christmas tree, like, you know, a live tree that they cut down and then you buy. So the house would smell up of all this like pine, you know, from the tree. You know, back then my stepmom would have these little Christmas socks. Everybody had a big, not a regular socks, you know, those socks. They call them like Christmas socks. They're these big socks, and you could put little gifts in it for each person because each person had their own socks. But oh boy, I just love a Christmas. I just love a Christmas. And my favorite movie, you guys, my favorite movie is A Christmas Carol. I don't know why that movie just registered with me. You know, it's the story of Scrooge. That movie is my absolute favorite movie, hands down. I think I just love it because, you know, Scrooge was just mean and nasty, and it was all about the money, all about making his money. And you know, he had an encounter with Tree Duppy. He had an encounter with Tree Duppy. But it was just amazing to see his transformation, to see him, you know, realize what matters and him come around at the end. And, you know, I just love that. I love to see like a transformation story, to see somebody start out one way and then them just turn things around and become this beautiful new person. But I love that movie, A Christmas Carol. I love that movie so much that I have between 4 or 5 versions of that movie. Yeah, I love the movie. Them have like a version from like, you know, the 60s. So it's an old time looking movie, but I love it. It's a musical. Then there's another one with this big actor man from the 80s. I want to say his last name is like James C. Scott, something like that. He was in one too, so I got that version. Then there's another one that's like animated, right? It's more like an animation. I have that one there too. And I feel like I have another version or 2 other versions, because every version bring a little spin to it, right? Every making of the movie, people bring their creative license to the movie. So I don't know, I just love the movie. There's a lot of great Christmas movies, you know, like Home Alone, and let me see, Home Alone, Elf, but Christmas Carol, there's something about that movie with Scrooge. I just love it. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, that's another one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if they're showing any movies. There's a movie theater not too far from here, and I'm gonna see if they're showing any movies, because I would love to just go and you know, I would love to just go and watch a movie. Maybe not Christmas Day, but maybe like Boxing Day. I know in the US they don't call it Boxing Day. Down here in Jamaica, the day after Christmas, they call it Boxing Day. But a lot of people will go to the movies. Like, I don't know if they go Christmas Day. We don't go. I feel like Christmas Day you spend at home with family, but like the next day, That's the day to go to the mall. That's the day to, you know, see what's on sale. That's the day to go to the movies. That's the day to maybe go eat out. But yeah, I just I have some of the fondest memories of Christmas from my childhood right back up until big age, and I'm looking forward to spending this Christmas here in Jamaica. So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you for going down memory lane with me today. It's always good to go down memory lane. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And by the way, happy Vlogmas day number 7. This is day number 7. So happy Vlogmas day number